Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl JoJo, and I'm here with the alleged season 2, episode 1 review of Family of Fiance. Y'all know how OWN Network like to do a season. To me, it's season 3, but to OWN Network, it's only season 2. So, okay, OWN. Season 2, episode 1. I hope you guys are doing good today. I did have to work yet again today, so I'm looking just like I was looking yesterday. But my time is a little bit shorter, so we got to get through this review as quickly as we can. So, because of that, I won't be giving y'all scene by scene. I won't be able to go into much detail as I normally would, and there was a lot that went on this episode. But I'm going to talk about the show in a couple of points, using some trigger statements that I heard throughout the episode, and so I just want y'all to keep these in mind as we go through the review. So the first one is he provides for me. The second one is we're all on the same page. The third one, I don't care what anyone thinks. I want to get married and I'm getting married. The fourth one, you got a problem anytime somebody asks about him. And number 5, they say you act just like me even though I wasn't around. So we're going to get into all of those points as I go through the review. So we have Cindy and Jemiah. Jemiah's 24. I don't think they ever said how old Cindy was. But from what we gathered, they haven't been together all that long, but they met each other. They got caught up in their romance. They got engaged, and now they're about to get married, but their families are against it. Cindy does have 2 children. Jemiah does not have any children. Cindy is coming out of a 12-year relationship. They said 12 years, and then she said 10 years at another point. So 10 to 12-year relationship. Jemiah is also coming out of a relationship as well where there were some trust issues and his heart was broken. So we have some things going on here that kind of prefaces the relationship that they're in now. Their family is against it for various reasons, but it all kind of popped off at the engagement party. So at the engagement party, Cindy's mama got up and had to let everybody know that she was that B. Okay, if you ever thought that anybody else was, she was the one. And once she made her speech, an aunt of Jemiah's got up and also mentioned that her mother was also that B. So while you talking about you that B, okay, my mama is that B. So I guess she talking about the grandmother. I don't know if the grandmother raised Jemiah. We don't really get into that at all. So don't sleep, because we got some B's over here as well. And then Cindy's sister gives a speech, and Sparkle makes a comment, and I thought it was only supposed to be 2 minutes, and it popped off, okay? The camera cut off. We don't know if there was a fight, but it was a whole lot of yelling and getting up in people's faces. So that was enough for them to realize that their families have not come together. They want their families to come together and give them their blessing. But it's a week out from this wedding. But the reason why they did it so late is because they really didn't know the problems were this bad until the engagement party, according to what they're telling us anyway. I'm sure they kind of knew, but they didn't think it was going to go quite like this, because now people are threatening not to come to the wedding. So we find out why they like each other, or why they love each other, excuse me. And Cindy makes the statement, I love Jemiah because he treats me like a queen. He treats my children well. He provides for me. He does these things for me. And the reason why I wrote that down as my first statement that I wanted to discuss is because initially it's not a problem. Like, I just, if you get with somebody and they have some money, that's not an issue that you like that about them, because romance without finance, we all know what that is, right? But the way that she spoke about him gave me a little bit of pause, because I wanted to make sure that she was with him for him and not really based off of what he could do for her versus what somebody else maybe did not do for her in the past. I wanted her to be looking at him from a pair of fresh eyes, and not just for what he could do, okay, for me and my children. While those things are important, you want to value somebody else even above that, okay? So that was one thing that I was just kind of like, we might come back to that, and we will. Jemiah says he loves Cindy because Cindy always has his back. Cindy's always supportive, and that's just the lady for him. And he wants to marry her. So there we go. Now, the problem that the family is having, and this leads to my second statement, we're all on the same page. So when we meet the family, it's three of Cindy's sisters. And then there's three family members from Jemiah's side, which is his father, Jemiah Sr., and Sparkle, an aunt, and I forgot the other aunt's name. I'm so sorry. Cindy's sisters, one of them was named Bree, and then I think another one was named Kim. It's just a lot of names. So I will be referring to them as sisters, aunts, that kind of thing. So when we meet the family and the family comes together, first of all, they don't speak to each other when they get in the rooms together. And when they go around the room to state what their grievances are, there's immediately almost a fight that breaks out because Sparkle, the aunt, starts it off. And Sparkle has us under the impression that Jemiah's family is more put together, and we don't fight like that. We don't argue. We don't carry on like Cindy's family does. And I beg to differ. All right, now you might not get it started the way that Cindy's family does, but you do jump right in with yours as well. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, why she got to be the bigger person if somebody says something to her? You don't have to be the bigger person. But if you put yourself up as the bigger person, then you do got to be the bigger person. You the one that said it. So when Sparkle gets in there and says that she's not coming to the wedding, and certain family members feel like Cindy has seduced Jemiah, Bree ain't having it, okay? That's Cindy's sister. Bree isn't having it. And this is how the argument ends up breaking off. So it's a lot of girl bye, run it. I was just like, run what, Bree? What are you talking about? And you can tell that Bree is young, okay? You can tell she is young. But Sparkle fell right in. She got up, okay? She was prepared to get with Bree if that's what she needed to do. And then, of course, her sisters ain't gonna let that happen. And then, you got Jemiah's family behind Sparkle, so it's just a big fight that breaks out. I would venture to say that all of them got it in them. Okay, they all when I saw all of them, I was like, okay, it's a little ghetto fabulous, but hey, we all got it. If you go down the family tree, I'm pretty sure you'll find it somewhere. If it's not you, okay, they are. Hey, it just goes like that sometimes, but they are very fabulous because they're all very beautiful women. Now, Auntie in the lime green shorts, no, I liked you. I liked everything you had to say, but them lime green shorts, don't do that no more, Auntie. You got a nice, tall, slim frame. No. All right? And I don't know why that popped in my head, but we're going to move on from that. So after the fight breaks out, sorry, y'all. Y'all know I get scattered. After the fight breaks out, Tracy McMillan got to come out there because y'all know she ain't used to quite this kind of crowd. She ain't had one of these in a while. And they don't even have a proper security to manage a fight. That security they had looked like some of my cousins at a family reunion. So they all agreed that they're going to come back in and they're going to talk. And so this ushers in that we're all on the same page that I said earlier. The family figures out that they all have the same type of issues. Now, on Jemiah's end, they're a little concerned that not only they're moving too fast, but also that Jemiah is young. He's 24 years old. And I'm going to get some thumbs down for this, but I would be concerned as well if my 24-year-old son or whoever was about to get involved with this woman who has two children, and vice versa. I would be concerned if my daughter was 24 and about to be, with this man who may have had two children, because everybody who has dated someone with children knows that takes a certain level of maturity to be able to handle the relationship that the other person is going to have with the parent, the communication they're going to have. It takes a certain level of security. You have to be extremely mature because things might pop off. Well, it might not, but things may. And it can be difficult to navigate. There's baggage involved there. And the baggage is not the kids. I'm not calling kids baggage. I'm calling just all of the things that come with co-parenting, raising somebody else's children, discipline, who's going to do what, the scheduling, all of that different stuff. That is a lot for somebody that's 24 years old to be, taking on, male or female. And that's just, I know stuff happens. I know people don't stay together forever. So it's not me saying that, but I just want, just as a community, I want us to realize that, And I'm pretty sure this is what Cindy was trying to do in her relationship for so long, but I want us to get to where we're family minded and not just co-parent minded. Like, oh, it's okay if it don't work out. I can have one child here in Houston and then my other, the sibling over there in Dallas, they'll get together during the summer. Okay, everything will be fine. But I want us to kind of get to where we're thinking like, okay, let's try to keep this right. Let's try to keep this together. And notice I didn't say get back to. I said get to, because, honey, back in the day, our grandparents and great grandparents used to have some mess running amok as well. So I want us to get to that, because I just think it's important. It's important, and it gives the children a better chance to be together in the homes with their parents and each other, and to grow up with each other and have those relationships. But I know things happen, y'all. I know my mom got remarried when she was 40 with 3 kids in tow, and we love him to death. We really do. But I'm sure even he will tell you that it was quite a lot to have to take on. So anyway, I went off on a tangent because that's a sensitive subject for me. All right, I'm back on, y'all. I'm back on. So Jemiah's family's concerned about his youth, concerned that they moved really fast. He was in a relationship with a girl that he really loved. That girl, I guess she just up and left him. I don't know what happened. Did she cheat? Did she just go? But they made it sound like she just left. He was really hurt by that. Then he got with Cindy, and it just seems like one minute they was dating, next minute they was engaged, next minute they was telling me that they were getting married. It just seems like a lot so fast. The sisters actually feel the same. So they're relieved that they're all on the same page. We feel like you were in this terrible, terrible relationship. But one of Cindy's sisters just learned the word toxic, because she said it a million times. She was like, you went out of one toxic situation into another one, and you guys were not dating all that long. I think you guys just need to give it some more time. I just don't think you're ready. The same sentiments that Jemiah's family has. So the family is all together. They all feel like they're not ready. They all feel like this relationship moved too fast. Auntie in the lime green shorts really broke it down for us. She basically said you guys are two broken people and y'all need to fix your issues separately and then come together to make your relationship whole. Not go together broken and then think that you're going to have this perfect marriage out of it, because you all are having problems with your communication. There's trust issues. There's problems there. And now y'all are trying to blend it all together. And I just don't think it's going to work. We're just all concerned for you. So there's tears and there's emotion, and it's good. It's good because now everybody realizes they want the same things. So we move on. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out my note situation. That was a really long pause. My bad. Okay. So Cindy makes a statement in their therapy session that even sometimes when she's in a good place with Jemiah, she will still argue with him. And Tracy lets her know that has a lot to do with the trust issues that she has. So they're going to work on that. They're going to do some activities to get to know each other's family. It's the same old thing, same format. She's going to cook with his family, and then he is going to get the 20 questions by her family. So let's go to Jemiah first. Now, where's Cindy's mama? Now, that's random, but where is she? Because she is that B. You know, she the one that got it started at the engagement party, so she really needed to be here. But I guess she decided not to come. So when they go into the 20 questions, I'm trying to find it. I got so many notes. Okay. All right. So the first question was, what are you thinking about right now? We're going to skip past that question. The second question was, what are your future plans? Jemiah wants to become a police officer. Awesome. I wouldn't have thought he wanted to do that, but that's great. You know, we need that. That's a great profession for him to go into, because we need to see that representation, like in our neighborhoods and all of that. So yes, that's good. Have you ever cheated? Yes. When him and Cindy first started dating, he did step out. He realized how bad it hurt Cindy, and he never wanted to do that again. I want you all to know how much I love your sister. I want to be there for your sister. I want to provide for your sister. I want to treat your sister well. I want y'all to know that. Jemiah also gets emotional when they start talking about the co-parenting situation. So it's not that he has a problem with her co-parenting, but he's iffy about it because he has caught her sending messages stating, did the child's father want them back together? Did he want her back? And he had a problem with that, and they had a big blowout argument. So when you see me getting upset with her, just know that it has to do with stuff that we got going on. It's not because I don't want to treat her well. I do want to treat her well. So Jemiah starts crying again. I want to know if Jemiah might be a Cancer. He was giving me Cancer. And the sisters were crying, and they enjoyed their conversation with Jemiah, but her older sister really wanted to drive it home like, I'm married, and I know that trust is one of the biggest things that you have to have in your relationship. If you don't have that, you don't have nothing. And communication is also a big part of it. So I just want y'all to realize that y'all got some issues that you have to work on before you go into a marriage, because these things are very serious, and without them, the marriage doesn't work. So I appreciated her for stating that. Now, when we go into the kitchen, and side note, I'm about to do one more tangent. This is going to be my last one for real. When y'all have y'all nails that long, do y'all clean y'all nails out before y'all start cooking? I'm going to get a thumbs down for that too, huh? I just want to know. Because every time I see somebody in the kitchen with them nails, sometimes I see them and I won't even eat. Because I don't know, like, what's going on under here. Like, my nails can get pretty long, but I cut my nails all the time because I don't, stuff collects up under them. So, I don't know. I just don't know. But when I saw Sparkle, doing the corn and them nails, I was just like, Then she kept touching her hair. Child, I wouldn't have ate that day. Anyway, I know, but stuff go on in restaurants, right? And I probably eat that food. So, yeah. When they get into the kitchen, Auntie in the lime green shorts is just wanting to know why Cindy wants to get married so bad. Like, can we wait? And Cindy wants to know why wait. I'm ready to get married now. But the auntie is trying to get her to understand, like, you have all these reasons given to you as to why you should wait, but you choose not to. Why? She just ready to get married. She want to be with him. She don't care what nobody else got to say. Okay, she's ready to do that. But the auntie and the other auntie, Sparkle, just feel like it's way too many red flags. Y'all have so many things that y'all still need to work on. Your communication, how y'all deal with each other, your trust issues. It's just too much. Let's see what else. Cindy's family, when they came together to all eat, was very happy to talk to Jemiah. They appreciated the points that he brought up, and they were glad to get to know him a little better. On Jemiah's side, they felt like they want to get to know Cindy a little bit better because she did receive everything that they were saying very well. However, she doesn't really come around, so they would like for Cindy to come around a little bit more. In the past, Cindy hasn't come because she didn't feel welcome, but hopefully she feels more welcome now, and she wants to come around them because that's what they would like for her to do. Now, so everybody's getting along. It's laughs all around. It's breakfast in the morning. Things are going good. And even, I forgot to mention that Cindy, she took it as a compliment that the family members felt like she seduced Jemiah. Okay, that means you get all the men's. Y'all remember that episode of Beyond Scared Straight? You should have took it as a compliment. That was my last and final tangent, I promise you. I'm not doing no more. Okay, so that particular morning, they go to talk to Dr. Tracy again. And Dr. Tracy brings up the ex. So, the ex and the co-parenting situation, because y'all know that came up in the questions as well. And so Cindy kind of shuts down about it. She don't want to talk about that. Like, why are we talking about that? In my last relationship, we went tit for tat. So when I saw him messaging old girl on Snapchat, what you doing? I changed, was it her baby daddy name? Somebody's name in her phone to a woman's name, and then she was messaging stuff to them. And that really ticked Jemiah off. And it made him look at her like, can I trust you in regards to him being the baby daddy? And so Cindy just doesn't understand. She feels like he's being insecure because she don't want him. The only time I talk to him is if it's about my kids. And you said that we wasn't bringing this up. We were not bringing up our past. Now, y'all relationship ain't that long, so the past was just like a couple weeks ago. And they even say it, and Tracy was like, that's not that long ago that y'all had these things going on, so it's not really y'all's past. And Cindy is getting upset, talking about, I don't know why you keep bringing him up. He is not relevant to this conversation. I don't want to talk about my past. I don't bring up the stuff you have done, which I imagine that Jemiah did. I mean, he admitted. So he had to have cheated at some point in time. And he says early on in their relationship, but it doesn't seem like they've been together a full year at this point. So I want to know the exact length of time in the relationship so we can understand. But there's been some cheating on Jemiah's part, admittedly, and there's at least been some entertaining or something going on Cindy's part that she don't want to talk about in regards to her child's father. So she ends up saying that she don't care what nobody say. She wants to get married and she's going to get married. And Tracy says, well, you know what? This is a part of your work, hearing everybody out and listening to what they have to say. So you need to at least do that. So now Cindy is pissed. Okay, she's mad. She gets up, she leaves out, she goes to the kitchen. Jemiah's father wants to know what happened and what did Jemiah do, because you look pissed off. And she basically says that she couldn't believe that he went into the counseling office and brought up her child's father because they agreed that they wasn't doing that. And I don't bring up the stuff you did, so why are you bringing him up? Well, Jemiah's sitting right over in the other room. So the love and sensitivity Jemiah that we got over there for the 20 questions is not the Jemiah that came in the kitchen. That Jemiah turned into somebody totally different. I didn't even recognize him anymore. And, he revved up on her. He got in her face. He told her, you can go, bruh. You can walk. I said, bruh. Let me tell you, if my man start calling me bruh, we breaking up immediately. Don't call me bruh. No argument. He talking about you can walk, bruh. You can walk. Why you get mad every time somebody bring him up? Every time somebody bring him up, you get mad. And did he call her a pussy? Jemiah, I can't believe you showing out like that. So after they get in each other's face. After they get in each other's face, the sister is trying to pull her to talk to her. The daddy is looking at Jemiah like, boy, are you out your mind? Even though I didn't raise you. I didn't raise you like this. Like, you coming in here turning up for no reason. That's unacceptable. So when the father goes outside, and this is my last statement, and this statement is, they say you act like me even though I wasn't around. We learned that his father was in and out of jail. However, he said that he saw himself when Jemiah was in there turning up like that. And you don't need to do that. That got me in a lot of trouble. I wasn't around you like that, but I want you to be better than me. And his father gets emotional, which it was a good scene because it actually goes back to what I was talking about earlier. Like, I want us to know that these things matter. Being in that home and having that situation with your children, that does matter. And I know things happen and it doesn't always work out that way, but don't start it off, thinking that it don't matter. Start off the best that you can, giving your children and your family that best head start. And that's for the men and the women. I'm speaking to my ladies too. So they hug and he tells him, you're gonna have to apologize because you can't act like that. And on the other end, Cindy is not really, she's not receiving it quite the same. Cindy is quite stubborn. And I imagine that has to do a lot with the relationship that she was in. But she basically says that she don't appreciate Jemiah constantly bringing up her child's father because there's nothing going on and he needs to be more secure. Well, her sister tells her, if the shoe was on the other foot, would you be secure? If he was messaging his baby mama, if there was that situation going on. So try to understand where he's coming from. And I completely agreed with the sister. Bottom line is, these two do have a lot of trust issues. Cindy even admits when she gets back in front of the family that she still has love for her child's father as their father, but not as a lover, not like she wants to be with him, because he really broke her down. He really put her through a lot. And Jemiah treats her like a queen. Jemiah's done more for me and my kids in this year than that man ever did. And I'm just like, see, this is my concern. And this is why the provider statement was a flag for me, because you need to like, I get that Jemiah made her feel like she was worth it, but you gotta feel like you're worth it on your own. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you can't go into a relationship strictly because somebody's doing all these things for you, and now they're making you feel some type of love. No, it's better if you go into a relationship like, I love me, and I know I'm deserving of certain kinds of things. And when I receive those things, I'm going to receive them in love because I know that I'm worth it. Like, I know this is how I should feel because I make sure that I make myself feel that way. I don't know if that is making sense, but you just, no, you don't want to, because, like, let's say Jemiah falls off, right? Or Jemiah, forgets to buy something or doesn't do something. Then you don't want to start to feel like, oh, he doesn't love me because he didn't do like this, and he didn't do it this way, and he didn't do it that way. If you already feel the love within yourself first, then what other people do for you is just like an added bonus. It doesn't make you, I'm not wording it right, but I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. So when she said that, I was just like, now, do you love him for him, or do you love him for what he has done? Do you love him because he makes you feel better, a little bit better than the man before? And are you trying to be with him because you want to kind of, throw it at your ex? Really, I'm married now. I got this man that loves me now. This man take care of your kids now. So I'm hoping that she's in this marriage for the right reasons. And I think she does love Jemiah, but I think it's a love that needed to grow a little bit more before they were to get married, because they did end up getting married. Spoiler alert. And with Jemiah, same thing. I think they both were on the rebound. They both were hurt. They found each other. You get caught up real fast. She's pretty. He's good looking. Let's well, minus them teeth. Minus them teeth. He's good looking. He's good looking other than that. But, and you get caught up in this whirlwind, and, you just want to rebound. You just want to feel good again. And so those first couple of months of a relationship, you're on a high. But then when that comes crashing down and you come back to reality, can the relationship survive? And the family doesn't still believe that they're ready. Nobody gives their blessing in the end. But Cindy and Jemiah make the decision that they are still going to get married, and they did. And I don't know when this was taped, but they are still together now. They got married on July the 4th, and they're still together. So kudos to them. I hope they are working it out. But there were a lot of issues there around communication, because he shouldn't have blown up like that. Around trust, because clearly he doesn't trust her, and she doesn't have a lot of trust for him. Around past hurt and feelings, I think she still has some feelings. I mean, she even said it. Yes, I do still have a lot. I haven't let go of my ex. No, I haven't. So I don't know. I don't think they should have gotten married, but they decided to go forth with it, and maybe they'll survive. But every marriage is different. I think they could have benefited from some more time. But I wish them all of the best. That was it, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. This is still long, and I will see y'all for the next one. Bye.